Hey there, Vanagon addicts. This is Ken Wilford here at Van again. Hope you guys are having a great day. We're about 6 minutes late getting started on the live stream today, but we just wanted to say hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. We have a new microphone that's supposed to be a little bit nicer than our old one, so let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. And I hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving, had fun with your family and friends, and maybe even took some trips in your Vanagon. Okay, so when you guys come in, give us a shout out in the chat. Let us know you're here and you're ready to rock and roll. We didn't have the live stream last week. People were saying, "Where's the live stream?" You know, but that was Thanksgiving, and I kind of messed up. I said we were going to do the prizes, okay, for our Patreon people last week, and actually we didn't do our live stream. So whoopsies, but we're actually doing it this week. So hope the Patreon people can make it out today and be here in the chat. But no matter what, we definitely appreciate our Patreon supporters: Chris Snyder, Eric Schneider, and Peter Bonici. Right? I think I got it right. So those three guys, they support us for about $5 each. And you say, that's not a whole lot of money, but that's every month. Okay, so every month, $15, $14 that your Patreon takes out their little piece. It adds up. It lets us do stuff like buy this brand new microphone that hopefully is going to let you guys hear us a little bit better. I'm looking at possibly getting a new camera as well in the future, but we're really limited here on our uplink or whatever upload speeds. So our download speeds are really high, 200 something. Our upload is like 11, and that's kind of what's holding us back, I think, from getting like a higher definition camera and that kind of thing. All right, so do we got any people saying hi in the chat?
Steve Reuter says hi to me and you.
All right, good to have Steve here with us. Let me see if I can get into the chat as well here on my side and just see what's going on. All right, something's happening here. One day. Nope.
EA.
All right, so it's good to have Steve with us. I've been talking to him last week and getting a airflow meter from Steve, so I appreciated that. That was helping me out. Right now, also, I need a driver's side square headlight. So if you guys have one of those, the square ones for the late model Vanagons, that would be awesome. All right, yeah, I see Steve, and I also see EA, so it's good to have him here with us as well. But yeah, if you guys have a driver's side outer headlight housing, email me off of the thing, or you can put it in the comments or whatever, because I need one of them for a customer right now. All right, so I've been thinking about, yeah, I know. So I've been thinking about what to do in these streams. Every week, sometimes we talk about problems you guys are having, which is fine. Sometimes we talk about new parts that we have in stock. I think that's definitely good to do that. But one of the things I also wanted to kind of delve into is the different vans out there. Okay, so there's so many different Vanagon variations out there, and probably some of them you've never seen or heard of. One recently that I had heard of a long time ago and decided to look into again. So what I'm trying to say is I'm thinking about every week doing another kind of like a little history lesson on Vanagons and letting you guys know about maybe a new van that's out there that maybe you've never heard of before. So this week we're going to talk about it's actually technically a Porsche. Okay, it's actually technically a Porsche van. It was called the B32. Let me go ahead and do the screen share deal. Okay. And then I'm going to shoot over to this. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this before. It's called a Porsche B32. Okay, to me it looks a lot like a Wolfsburg Edition Vanagon, and it had some special Porsche rims going on. It had the body kit. It had the headlights going on. Even though it was actually made in, I think, 1985. And so anyway, the B32, it's a legendary van. Basically, what happened was Porsche was doing their Paris to Dakar rally. They needed a support vehicle. They decided to get a hold of Volkswagen and talk to them about possibly doing a collaboration with them. And all that wound up coming into the B32. So the B32 is technically a Porsche. It actually is air-cooled, so you can kind of see one of the marks of the B32 is actually back here in this back corner. That's for whatever reason. They decided they needed extra air intakes and more than the regular air intakes. You can see the motor here. It was a 6-cylinder Porsche engine. And I'm trying to think what else. I read up on this before, and now I'm losing my mind. It has a lot of Porsche things inside, all leather interior, of course. You've got a Porsche steering wheel going on here. It has, a special shifter. And then I actually have some nicer pictures, too, that's of a person's B32 that's here in the U.S. So this was on the Samba. They have some history on there as well. But you can see they had these Porsche alloy rims going on here. They have underneath, they're kind of showing the fact that it's air-cooled, so it has like this tube in the middle that the old ones used to have for the heat system going on. There's a bunch of other stuff. It actually had a Porsche transmission in it with a Porsche cooling system going on there for the transmission. This is what the motor looked like from the top, and you got like airflow meter is upside down and stuff. That's weird. So the thing with these B32s, they only made, I think, 12 total of them. Okay, so this was a factory made vehicle, but it was very limited supply. Okay, so if you've never heard of the Porsche B32, I would definitely check into it. There's some videos on YouTube as well where you can kind of see it. If you guys have actually seen one in real life, let me know, because I would be interested in finding out about somebody who actually knows about the B32 or seen a real one. I heard there's a couple here in the U.S. All right, so I'm going to switch back to me now. So that's our little history lesson there, the B32 Vanagon, Porsche-powered Vanagon, and it was just something rich person's toy back in the day. I think they were saying that its MSRP would have been something in the $60,000 to $70,000 range today. So not really super practical for a minivan or a Vanagon, especially an air-cooled one, in my opinion. I don't know why Porsche kept the air-cooled stuff going for so long. Don't get too mad, Steve. I don't want to get you mad at me.
There's a bunch of activity in the chat.
But all right, let's see what's going on in the chat here. Oh my gosh! All right, Texas boys, they want to win the drawing. Then he wants to know if we're going to have a drawing for a B32. I wish we could do a B32 drawing. And then here, this other guy says we are all winners.
Earlier he said EA will rule the world or something like that.
EA will rule the world. Okay, there you go. He says he has one in his garage. I see how it all works. Yeah, so, and then, of course, Costas is in here.
Hello, Costas.
And the B32, neighbor of his grandfather has it. The house is sold. Okay. All right, so I've been talking with Costas all week this week. There's racing videos of them on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting vehicle. Volkswagen has come up with so many different versions of the Vanagon over the years, and that's kind of why I want to do like a little segment on each one. Some of them I've owned myself, some interesting ones like Wolfsburg editions and Karat editions. And there's different versions of them that were like Volkswagen only. One of my customers just recently had the LLE Vanagon in the UK, and I'm not gonna. Maybe some of you guys know what an LLE Vanagon is, but most of you probably don't know what it is because it was never sold here in the US, and it's very limited. So anyway, we're going to talk about that every week. If you guys have any specific Vanagons you want me to, talk about in the thing, let me know, and we'll do that. Okay, so it looks like we got a good group in here. Country Homes Camper. Yeah, I mean, I have one of them sitting right here in front of my shop. So I did a video on that a little while ago. Country Homes. They're pretty interesting. All right, so does anybody have any questions before we do our drawing? Okay, so like I said, the drawing is actually only for our Patreon people. So I hope people aren't here like, oh boy, I'm going to win stuff. Okay, I mean, we may do that in the future. We may have in our live stream, you can come to the live stream. You can just win a prize that way.
I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, we might just do it randomly. Now today our prizes are going to be specifically for the Patreon members because we've been, wanting to do that for a while for them. So if there's no questions in the chat, then we'll go ahead and do our drawing.
EA says, question, can we bribe you?
Oh, definitely.
It's called Support Us on Patreon.
100% bribable. Yep, people have given me free trips before. That's definitely Bribe City.
That is definitely something that will work. Yes.
That
free
works.
Trips.
That works. All right. Well, I guess Leah's got our names. Okay.
Billy says, what? Did I win a synchro?
Oh, that'd be nice. I wish I could win one. Actually, then I'd probably give it away because I don't want to mess with it. All right. So I'm going to get, here's our fancy randomizer.
I couldn't find your boss hat.
And it's in the car.
Yeah, I can.
All right, I'm going to get our lovely assistant to draw one name out of the randomizer. And then she's going to see who it is. We have a 1 in 3 chance because that's all of our Patreon people we have right now.
Probably can't see it because it's backwards, but it says Eric Schneider.
Eric Schneider!
So congratulations, Eric Schneider.
All right, I hope Eric's on here.
You get the mug.
He gets this beautiful mug. It comes in a decorative box that has a bus on it.
It's a very nice box.
That's actually cool because the mug doesn't have a bus on it, so it's like false advertising. But you got this beautiful mug. It says service. It has Mr. Bubble. Service again. Inside, white, enameled, has a little silver lip
it's a really
on
neat
the
mug.
outside. And it's kind of cool. You can use it for when you're camping. And your wife will be like, how come I don't have one? You're like, you didn't get me one too. No. All right. All right, so that's for Eric Schneider. He has won the prize. Okay, now everybody just left. I see all the viewers left.
Yeah.
And now we're going to give away the real prize in a second.
That was a decoy.
All right, so that's for Eric. I'm going to go ahead and mail that out to him this week, next week coming up. And hopefully that'll help you guys out. So if you guys want to be in the drawing for next month, I have some more mugs. I have possibly next month, okay, it would be this instead.
A lovely calendar.
A Volkswagen Bus calendar, officially licensed. Has this officially licensed little logo thing down here. And it has all these cool buses on it. So this is going to be next month. This is at the end of December. Okay, we'll be giving away this calendar. Again, it's going to be for our Patreon subscribers. So if you go to our description of the video, go down to the links, and one of them takes you to our Patreon page. You can be a Patreon subscriber for $5 a month. And you can, next month, possibly win a beautiful calendar. Okay? So we'll see what happens that way.
Check the chat.
All right, so let me see what's going on here in the chat. Uh-oh, Eric.
Your brother's like, bribes are European influence.
Okie doke. All right, so. And Steve says it's rigged. Okay, nice. It was hacked by China. There you go.
I swear I didn't know which one I was picking.
Yeah, those mugs are cool. So Eric won. We'll go ahead and get that there. I'm glad he's here to Oh, and Jackbox is with us. Hey, Jackbox. I have. He's a British guy. I actually did watch your PMW blower controller video on YouTube. It's really cool. He has a YouTube channel if you want to check out Jackbox, and he does Vanagon stuff. And one of the cool things he does is actually setting up a alternative version of the blower motor for the dash, where you can, it's basically infinitely adjustable. So, now you go click, 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 like only 3 speeds, really. He replaces the resistor with this little controller, and the actual knob thing is different as well. It's like a rheostat. And then you can actually change your speed, any speed you want. So say you can be in between 1 and 2, 3, 2 and 3. You can basically put it at anything you want. And the other cool part is, if your resistor was burnt out or your switch is bad, it would be cheaper, I think, to change this other setup that he has figured out. So check out Jackbox's YouTube channel, and I'm glad he could be with us today. Does Jackbox have any questions? Because, we could help him out. I think he's also part of the 8090 Club, which is a UK Volkswagen club. I'm on there as well, trying to help out our cousins over there. Okay, so let's see, blower motor upgrade. Yeah, I mean, I could possibly do that. I thought about putting together a kit of Jackbox's mods and stuff, and just selling it over here on this side. It's pretty neat setup, so we'll have to look into that. We have so much stuff going on, though. Last week, when we didn't have our live stream, we were still doing stuff. I was setting up a whole bunch of racks for parts to organize our parts here better. And then we actually put in a video security system, because sometimes people steal stuff and things. So now if you come here trying to take things,
Smile, you're on Candy Camera.
You would be on video recorded, and that's for yeah. So anyway, so we were doing that last week, and then today I was working with some of this stuff. I don't know if you guys have ever messed with any of this remote control stuff, but I want to be able to turn the lights on and off in here with my phone. So I have this Wi-Fi light switch I'm putting in, and then I have another Wi-Fi enabled place to plug in thing, so I can basically reboot my routers and stuff remotely. We set up our brand new microphone. We had to test that earlier today, so we were doing that. So, and then the rest of the day we spent with Leah's car. Her Beetle was having some issues, so
hopefully
we had to replace the throttle body on that. Hopefully that's fixed. All right, but we want to talk about Vanagons on here. I don't want to make you guys think we're not going to talk about Vanagons. So what's going on with Vanagons? I mean, I still have a bunch of the 1.9 Vanagon distributors for the where the 1.9 liter Vanagons have like 4 brand new ones sitting on the shelf. If anybody needs them, I have 4. Plus, I have 2 rebuilt ones sitting on the shelf. Okay, so we have a bunch right now. We still have 2 of our Eurovan. The float valve is driving me crazy. I don't know what the float valve. You mean are you talking about the float valve for the gas tank? So all right, let me keep going. So we got some Eurovan exhaust manifolds. We got a couple of them sitting here. I'm trying to think of what else we've been getting in. My mind is going blank right now, because we have been stockpiling stuff like crazy on parts wise. Okay, so the float valve. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm not sure what float valve. You talking about in the carb? Anyway, so trying to think anything new. Oh, the other new thing, of course, is those headlights that we were talking about a few weeks ago. That's still in the works. I've had people contact me about them. This is the square headlights. That's H4. And and we are still getting that together. I'm going to try to get a set here and test them and stuff for you guys. So we're working on that. Steve is, of course, wanting me to make various air-cooled seals, which I gave the list of that to our British buddies over there. So we'll see what they have to say. We definitely have that in the works as well. Let's see here. I'm trying to think what else is happening right now. I mean, we're getting ready to go to Christmas time. Again, like I said, if you guys wanted to let people know, we do have some stuff on our. Oh, I know what else is happening. We're building a brand new website.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
It's looking pretty sweet.
Yeah, I have these guys. They're building like a brand new website for us, and it's supposed to be bigger, badder, better. I actually showed them all the other Vanagon sites that I could find for parts, like in the U.S. and and Europe, and they're like, "This is going to be better than all of them put together." So we'll see what happens. But so far, it's looking pretty awesome, and I think you guys are going to like it. It's a lot nicer design than the one we have now. The one we have now is kind of like is a nice site, and it's been great for us for like the last 3 years, almost 4 years. But it's time to move on to bigger and better things internet-wise, and it's going to help us out a lot, I believe. So that's another thing that we're working on. We have so many projects going on at once. It's crazy. Let's see. What else is happening here today? I had somebody on Facebook that said they were going to... Yeah, somebody was telling me today about that, the electronic fuel injection system. I haven't really looked at it yet, so I don't know. They've been working on that for a while, like years, I think. So I'm hoping that they, have all the bugs worked out. It's just weird because back probably 10 years ago, there was another fuel injection system that people were trying to get to work on the Vanagon called the Mega Squirt system, and they never got it to work right. It was supposed to be awesome, and you could like hook a computer up to it. You could adjust things on the fly and do all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it never wound up being anything. So I hope their thing's okay. I mean, the thing I don't fully understand, I guess I kind of understand why they're doing it. They feel like it's hard to get some of the parts. But I don't know. I mean, I guess they build those bigger engines that have like high compression. And yeah, that's kind of bad because there's no knock sensor or anything like that. And you definitely want that if you're doing high compression engines. So they've had a lot of problems with their Go Westy engines that are like maybe like a 2.5 or 2.4 having like a burnt piston. People have to use premium fuel. So maybe that's why they are go into this other system, because maybe it has knock sensor, which would be awesome for the, higher compression engines and that kind of thing. I would say the new fuel injection system would probably work on a 1.9. Yeah, MAF intake. Okay. Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff that we have now is getting a little hard to source. And the airflow meters are okay, but MAF would be great. That would be better, I'm sure. So we'll have to see how it turns out. I'm sure people will be buying their system. It's probably costs a mint. Let me just go on their website real quick and see if I see anything about it real quick. It seems like they did have a system a while back that they were selling, and then they stopped. But maybe I'm wrong about that. Yeah, I don't see anything on it right now. I think somebody told me they got an email earlier about it, that they were fixing to come out with it or something. So we will see what happens on that front. Just wait and see. I mean, the nice part about the stuff that we have now, or one of the nice parts, is that, all the issues and problems are well documented. Yeah. Okay, they listed for 86 to 91 only. Yeah, I mean, okay. Bam.
You need to block somebody.
Yeah, I just did. I blocked somebody, and they also got reported. Yeah. So hope you enjoy getting reported. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, they listen for 86 to 91 only, but I would say they would probably be able to work on the earlier ones. I mean, you can use a 1.9 engine in a 2.1 application if you wanted to. So I don't really see why you couldn't, use that system on a 1.9 Vanagon either. There's not really that much difference. How is he not blocked completely? Yeah, I just blocked him and I deleted his other message, and now he's banned, and he's still like, whatever. Put user in a timeout. Okay, now he's timed out for 300 seconds. All right, yeah, there's always people out there that try to ruin stuff for everybody else. Yep, so nice. Don't you love trolls? They're the best. All right, guys, so besides that, Go West, the fuel injection system, which I really don't know anything about, for next week, I will try to find out stuff about it, and we can talk about it. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? I don't want to waste your time rambling about stupid trolls with their dumbness. Oh, my gosh.
We got in trouble for doing that last time, so.
Oh, my gosh.
It was not our fault.
Anyway, well, guys, I guess we're going to have to call it a day today because we really don't have the ability to block this troll person.
We already did our drawing.
Yep, we did our drawing already.
Talked about the van that is also a Porsche.
Yep, talked about the Porsche van. The only thing we really didn't talk about here was Jackbox's thing. But, I really don't know that much about carburetors. I'm not a super carburetor person. So, yeah, super weird. He only had 3 accounts. Yeah, don't say anything. He'll be back in a second, right? But, Gypsy conversions? Okay, well, we can talk about them next week, too, I guess, if you guys want. I can look those up. Oh, my gosh. All right.
There should be an option that just says ban for life.
Yeah, I don't understand why he keeps coming back. So crazy. I mean, they got to do something about their chat. Yep. They got to do something about their chat situations because next, they keep saying you can stop people and block people, and then he keeps coming back. How was my last camping experience? That's been a while ago. Okay.
When did we last camp anywhere?
How does this guy keep not being banned?
I don't know. He's a jerk.
Yep, he's a jerk. All right, guys. I guess we're going to call it a day because I keep having this person in the chat that I cannot get rid of. So,
sorry it's short, but
I'm
it's
sorry
not our
about
fault.
that, guys. So next week, definitely come up with some questions for me ahead of time. Put them in the comments of this, and we will talk about them next week. We had our drawing. Eric Snyder's got his prize. Okay. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. And, I hope trolls go down and burn forever. There you go. So that's all we got for this week. Hope you guys get more smiles per gallon with your Vanagon. Have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll see you next week. All right, thanks, guys. Talk to you later.